Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to talk about 3 tips on how you can build an impressive project during your coding bootcamp or outside of bootcamp as a personal project. I completed a coding bootcamp at UC Berkeley, and I'm going to talk about the project time during that bootcamp, my 3 tips I have, and I'm going to use my personal projects that I build with my team for that bootcamp to help emphasize my tips. During the bootcamp, it was 3 months long, and we had 3 projects at the end of each month that was a week long. For the first project, it was just front end using JavaScript and jQuery as the library. We also had to use 2 external APIs. For the second project, we had to add on a backend using Node and Express, and also a database using MySQL. And for the third project, we had to use React as the framework library, and also had an option of using MongoDB or MySQL as the database. And those are the requirements for the projects, but they didn't really give us criteria on what makes a good project. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about today. So my first tip is that build an app that solves a problem. It could be a personal problem you're facing or a societal problem that you see. Just think of what problems you see going on and what can you code to help solve this problem and make things easier. For example, for me, my team and I made the first project about politics and how a problem that I faced and my team members faced is that we didn't really know who our representatives are, who our senators are. We didn't know what bills were debated and passed in Congress. So this app, it solves that problem by helping you find your elected officials, searching it using a Google API. So you just enter in your address and you can find your elected officials. We use a ProPublica API so you can search bills being passed, debated in Congress. And finally, you can tweet these bills using Twitter developer tools so you can tweet and express your opinions about these bills. My second tip is that build something that you can talk to your recruiter about. You have to be able to put this project on your resume and talk to your recruiter, talk to a hiring manager about the projects you did. So it has to be professional and it has to be very business oriented. For example, for my second project, my team and I created Employment Buddy, which is an app that helps you apply for jobs. You can put the jobs that you applied to inside the CRM that we made, and it was a carousel system. So once you apply to a job, you can drag and drop it to interviewing, phone screen, and then rejected or offer. And this is relevant to the recruiters, the hiring managers, because they have a job, they went through the interviewing process, and they also use CRMs before. And the third and final tip is to build something that you're proud of. Build something that you're excited about, because the app you create, you can build anything. It says something about you. It's a way that you can express to the world, express to others about who you are, what you think is important to you, what you're passionate about. And don't skip out on this too. Make sure that everyone on your team is excited about the app idea. Take your time with it. Even if you see other people, other groups already started coding, take your time to really be excited about the app. Because if you're excited about the app, it's easy to work hard on it. It's easy to put in the hours in it. It's easy to put in the details for your app to make it look nicely. And all those concepts, those coding concepts that you've been kind of confused with, don't feel confident about it, you're going to understand it much better when you're working on something that you're excited on, rather than the homework assignment that they gave us. This is anything you can do. So those are the 3 tips that I have. You have to build something that solves a problem, build something that you can talk to your recruiter about, and build something that you're proud of. Follow these tips, and I'm sure you'll have an impressive project. Thank you.